Yep, we're live. Hello. Good evening. Welcome.
We get into the right position here.
Welcome to the Art of
I'm going to
Living.
invite some people here while we're on. So
I'm actually learning now from Pat, who knows all the stuff about social media.
I wouldn't say I know
So
all
I'm
the
just going to
stuff, right?
copy
But
him.
we're
What are you
learning.
doing now, Pat?
So what you do is, if you click on here,
Okay, so we're going to invite people.
in a list of people here you can invite. So just
We're gonna
invite people.
Rita. It's not giving me very many friends. I don't have very many friends. You have loads of friends. Okay,
We'll have to do something about that, guys. I need you to become Victoria Mary Clark's friend on Facebook, okay?
Friend me. I've actually, but the thing is, I've gone to my friend limit. Unfortunately.
So we're just going to invite a couple of people here, and we're here live in Dublin City FM. And we're going to go on the air, actually live on the air at 8 o'clock. And but in the meantime, let's jump on here and say hello to a few people. So I wonder who we've got. We'll
Hello,
get back in a
Julie.
moment and say hello. Hello, Julie.
Hello. Adding you in. Oh, we don't want to bring her on camera, though, do we? We don't want to bring people on camera.
No.
Hello, David Katz Nelson. Oh my God. How are you?
Yeah, if you're
Hello,
on
Johnny
here, stick your
Cronin.
hand up and say hello. Let us know you're here, guys,
Hello, Marion.
so we know who you
Kelly
are.
Moran.
Feel free to tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hello,
Throw in a few
Anthony.
comments. Even if you don't like us,
Can you bring them on camera and then get rid of them if you don't like
you
them?
can.
That would be a laugh,
But if
wouldn't
you
it?
bring them on camera, then you're going to have to have a conversation, right? So,
Hello, Lisa. Hello, David.
yeah, listen.
Hello,
that'll do
Stuart.
for now.
Hi. Are any of you guys...
So hi guys, I know we have some
Marion,
people coming
hello.
on, so we'll have a look in a moment. So yeah, we're here in Dublin City
Dublin
FM.
City FM with the lovely Hazel in the background. Hazel's going to make us tea now and bring us
See,
biscuits.
I love a good host
Aren't
who will always make nice coffee, right? So well, we're going to go on the air here, guys. It's great to see you. I've got some
Hello,
friends I
Frank.
haven't seen in quite a while coming on here. Great to see you. Claire Darvish is on.
So
Claire
why would you
is
bother
a
ever
lady.
seeing people in real life? You don't need to.
Oh, no, you do. Listen,
you
you know, I'm actually, funny enough that you say that, because when we talk about doing business and understanding to see people in real life, when you actually meet people, people are making connections. And right now, believe it or not, particularly because of social media, because of this virtual world.
You're looking
right?
good. I'm looking good
Pat.
too.
She's looking great too.
Yeah. Hello.
And but people are craving connection. They're craving human connection again.
Yeah.
And the other side of that is, when we're talking about online, people will buy your stuff online,
Yeah.
right? But they will only
I buy
buy
everything
stuff
on
online.
Amazon. Everything.
Yeah.
No sugar, Hazel.
No sugar for me.
I'll just have mine black. But I do want a biscuit.
I don't think this is.
What?
I have some butter.
We one of the girls working here is just getting a hard time. She just happened to walk into the kitchen, so she's
She
being
runs this
coerced.
place. She's
being
the
coerced.
boss.
She's the boss. Then she's the boss, and she's no. I know this feeling, right? You know, the boss has to make the coffee. I get that. I sure get that. That's for sure. And yes, you do too, Victoria. There you go.
Oh, thank you. But you know what? Hazel's very humble, aren't you? Very humble.
So we're this is kind of a moment of madness, guys. Before we go on
Yasmin.
here.
Okay, let's have Yasmin for a laugh. We'll bring her on
Yeah.
just for a laugh. Just see what it's like. Bring her
There you go,
on.
and they're on. So, both looking fabulous. There's lots of comments coming on here, so it's great to see the comments coming in, guys. You're showing us lots of love.
So, do you bother with makeup now for this?
Do I bother with makeup? No.
No, none at all.
I have a perfect complexion.
You actually do, don't you?
Well,
Honestly.
funny enough,
It actually
I've
does.
done a few TV interviews, and everybody's
They're
getting
really
makeup,
good.
and they said actually you don't need it.
Yeah.
So it's been good
Yeah.
for that, thankfully. You know, because I don't like makeup. I know there's a few of the guys on here who like to wear makeup, all right, and they do it in private normally. I think, you know.
Yeah.
Not the ladies. I'm talking about the guys. Let's see who's on here. I'm only kidding, lads.
But a lot of people put on makeup. You know, Ryan Tuberty wears makeup. Hello.
Yeah.
He's a man's man.
There's my son.
man.
He says I'm a smart man. I've known him for years. Absolutely.
Anne-Marie
Absolutely.
Keane. Hello. What are you doing, you guys? You must have something better to do.
Yeah.
Watching us.
So while we're here, I want to share something with you guys that Victoria Mary Clark is running an event, and it's about how to get your business famous, right?
Yes.
How to get yourself out there in front of media,
In front of the millions.
yeah, in front of,
Yeah.
and it's so important because, you know, I see so many people spend a fortune for advertising.
Yes.
To try and get them, I need ridiculous amounts of money and get very little results.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Yeah.
do you understand the value of media, how important it is to you and important to your business, and to be able to get yourself out in front of people? Because for many years, and we just had this conversation a moment ago, for many years, people have had this belief that in order to survive in business, it's all about who you know. When the reality is it's not. It's all about who knows you. So at every opportunity you get, you got to put yourself out there in front of people. You got to allow people to see who you are, to become familiar with you. Because the more familiar people become with you, even if they don't know you, the more they see you and they have a positive association to you. When they do get to meet you, there's an automatic level of trust. And people do
Tell them
business.
the Ryan Tuberty story. I love it.
Yeah,
Go
I
on
mean,
about the guy in the
we
hoodie.
were having a conversation. So let's say if you guys were sitting here in a room and there was a group of us together working together, and we decided to break for lunch, and this guy comes in with a hoodie and he sits there with a hoodie pulled up and he sits at the end of a table. How many of you would be happy to actually leave your handbags or to leave your wallets behind and walk out of the room and go for lunch?
Probably not many.
Probably not many.
Hands up anyone who would.
Yeah, I doubt there'd be anybody
The
who
odd
actually
person
would.
there who does wear a hoodie.
But however, what if, for instance, Ryan Tuberty, right, that everybody knows and everybody's familiar with, if he walked into the room and sat down and we all were leaving to go for a bit of lunch or whatever, taking a break, then chances are you would have no problem leaving your stuff there because you would trust him.
You'd probably pay him to mind your stuff.
Yeah, you'd be happy enough to leave it. I think he gets paid enough, right? But the reality is, why? Because you don't know him, but you're familiar with him because you've seen him, so you think you know him.
We trust them.
Right?
Yeah.
So you create a level of trust. So the more people see you, the more they trust you. So the more likely it is they're going to do business with you.
Yeah.
Like if you have two people competing for the same services to sell you the same services, you're always 9 out of 10 times you're always going to go with the person that you trust most.
Yes.
Right.
And the one you know.
Absolutely, and the one you think you know.
You're the one you think.
Right.
But
So-
also think about stuff like perfume. You know, like people will buy a perfume that David Beckham is advertising just because he's David Beckham.
Yeah.
I mean, the perfume could be hideous.
Most of it is.
Most of it is.
But
people
you're right,
buy.
because people think they know who he is because they
Yeah.
see him so often, and because he's a celebrity and a known celebrity, people have an assumption of trust,
Yeah.
right? So why should it be different for anybody's business?
Absolutely right.
It
And I
shouldn't
think
be.
that in real life, the people who are watching, who are your business clients and my business clients, probably have so much more value to share with the world
Absolutely.
than David Beckham's perfume.
And
which I'm not gonna
you know,
talk about.
if we don't know who you are, then how can we know what they can do for you? If you don't know,
Yeah.
if you don't tell us what you're looking for. By the way, just to let you see, we're double live here, right? So you can see Victoria Mary Clark is live on her phone as well. So we're doing a double live.
Our
In ca-
phones are talking to each other.
in case you're wondering why we're looking over and back, so we're actually talking to two cameras here, okay? But but the reality is, guys, you have a product, a service, right? You have something that you want to sell, that you want to get out in front of people, and let's be
Hi,
under
Michelle.
no illusion.
I know
here.
you have. They
Michelle
do.
Waldron,
Yeah, and Jen, hello,
But
you do.
be under no illusion, guys. Everybody is selling. Everybody is selling. Okay. Whether it's you're trying to get into a relationship, you have to sell yourself to that other person. Whether it's you're selling a product, you have to sell. And I put a post up this week talking about changing your economy, changing your local economy, changing your country's economy. I believe that the only way we can really change that is if more people are selling. Because if there's more products and more things being sold, then there's more money moving.
That's
so
true.
therefore more people get paid.
Yeah.
Right? So we need to get more people selling professionally and selling better and finding as many ways as you possibly can to get yourself in front of people so they can make an informed decision to buy your products.
Yeah,
This is exactly what you're doing for people,
that
right?
is true. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, Ray. Ray is a Garda who's written a children's book.
Ray Flannery,
Yeah.
good to see
Yeah.
you, Ray.
Yeah. So you, Pat, are more, you're into at the moment you're talking about social media and monetizing it.
Well, look,
Talk to me about that.
Well, look, you got to look at it. Every single tool that you have and everything that's out there is a tool for you to grow your business and to monetize your business.
And this is a really
Yeah.
accessible.
And here we are right now. We're
Media.
using social media
Yeah.
to I suppose, to let the world know a little bit more about us and to connect with more people. So using social media to get your message across very clearly and to get your message across to the correct people, the right people. You know, we see an awful lot of people out there, I suppose, regurgitating stuff, right? And and they're not getting the impact and they become disappointed with the results.
Yeah.
So you have to be very clear about your message. And the one thing we say to people, you know, I see people on social media and they'll go on maybe to do a live video or to do a post, and they talk in language that's not they're not used to talking in, right? Or the people they converse in, they're having different language. They're trying to make themselves look more intelligent on social media. Just and what it's really doing is complicating people's decision making. So when you're on social media, you must realize that when you're even though we're talking to these phones, we're talking to these cameras right now, I'm very conscious that there are people at the other end of this. It's
There's
not
Billy
a machine,
Rafferty.
right?
There he is. He's in Ibiza.
Good stuff.
Good for him.
Book us in. Order the sangrias. We're on the way, right? But we have to start thinking differently about our approach and how we speak to people. When we're speaking on social media, you have to talk to people like you would if we were sitting here having a conversation.
Yeah.
Right? Not regurgitating
We'll
stuff
try
to
and
try
give
and
them
make
a cup
yourself
of
look
tea.
intelligent.
Have a cup of tea. Have one.
I haven't got my tea yet. But well, we've got some great people coming on here. Actually, if we get a chance, we're going to say hello to everybody, guys. But I mean, look, the reality is every single thing you do is an opportunity to increase your wealth and increase your life. Now, I know there's some people who have issues around money and they say, it's not about the money. Absolutely, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
If
Right?
you've got issues.
But for goodness sake, if you have issues around money, then start thinking about what you can do to put it to use, to do something good, to make something better.
Yeah.
Right? Stop letting that get in the way.
You can give it to charity. You can
Absolutely.
start, be like Bill Gates.
Go back into your own local community and give it out to people who need it.
Yeah.
Right? Make a difference in your own
Rihanna.
economy. But using the likes of social media, using every single tool that you have, and when you're getting yourself in front of the media and you get yourself out there under favourable circumstances, you don't want to be in the media for the wrong reasons, right?
That is sometimes true.
Yeah, so what you want to do, guys, is make sure you find somebody who can help you get there under favourable circumstances.
Yeah.
Right?
It's true.
So, when
I suppose it's really important to say, getting yourself into the media is so easy and so it doesn't actually cost you anything.
Yeah.
It's totally free. And a lot of people come to me and they say, oh, but I couldn't afford it. They don't realise that it doesn't cost anything. Like, if you get yourself a whole page in the Sunday Independent as a feature, it costs you absolutely nothing. And if you had to pay for it, it would be like 50 grand.
I see some people come on here from Limerick, right? So there
hello
are some
from
people
Limerick.
on here who can actually clarify this. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Willie O'D. You know who Willie O'D is?
Yes.
Willie O'D is, I suppose, is a quite famous in Limerick and a very popular guy in Limerick. And there wouldn't be a day go by that he wouldn't be on the paper for something.
Yeah.
And somebody came to me one day and said, you know something, Pat, you're on the paper more often than Willie O'D. How do you manage that? Right?
Stealing cars.
And I never paid for advertising.
Oh.
Right?
Wow.
Because what I do is I create initiatives, I create good news stories,
Yeah.
and we set up different initiatives and we set up different events where we want to create a news story where the media are interested in putting it in front of people. And let me tell you this, people read news. They don't read advertising.
No.
Right? So don't waste your money. I hope there's nobody on here from the media listening saying,
There
please
probably
stop
is.
saying that, right? But the reality is people read news.
Well, I suppose people read news. I mean, if you're Lidl, it makes sense for you to put big pictures of food, and
Well,
we're
look,
Lidl,
that's
we're
just
cheap,
product placement, right?
Yeah.
That's exposure. That's
Yeah.
all it is.
Yeah.
You can't guarantee. People will look at it, they'll see it because it'll catch the eye, right? It's there and it's prominent in many different areas, and they have a huge budget. I
Yeah.
doubt very much that anybody on here has the same budget as Lidl.
Probably
right?
not. Editorial copy always 10 times more effective than paid for advertising. Yes,
Yeah.
Billy, and the reason is probably also because if it's editorial, it's endorsed by the publication, whereas if it's an ad, it's an ad.
Yeah.
So you don't trust it. You trust it
Absolutely.
because you think, well, the editor chose that,
Yeah.
so they must.
And here's the other thing: when you go along to events, find the influential people that are there and make sure you get a photograph of them.
With them.
Always,
Yeah.
right? And if you happen to find a press photographer there, make sure you grab the person and call the photographer and say, would you take a photograph? Because there's a chance it might end up on media, right?
Absolutely.
So you
Yeah.
got to do this stuff.
You have to
Right.
develop some thicker skin.
Absolutely. Or just, don't even think about it, just do it.
Just do it. And wait, and then, feel bad about it afterwards.
Don't feel bad about it. Listen, politicians are doing it every day, right? And I know you guys love politicians, right? Politicians know how to expose
They do.
the media, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sure you guys would love to do what politicians do, right? But, this is just an opportunity, guys, for you to step up. Take every opportunity you can to put yourself in front of people who are likely to buy your services,
Yeah.
right?
And, one of my clients, Mairead de Blocka, hello Mairead, if you're watching, she was on Nationwide the other night, and she had 1,000 hits on her website that night. So, I mean, you can't say better than that.
Yeah. So you guys You got to. If you're not friends with Victoria Mary Clark, jump on her page. You got a business page?
Yeah.
Find her. Is it
It's
Victoria Mary Clark?
VMC Media Coaching.
So VMC Media Coaching. Okay. VMC Media Coaching. Jump on her page and have a look and see what she can do for you. I can guarantee you she'll help you.
I will.
She's running an event. When is the event on?
The 18th of April
18th of April. Where?
in the Green Isle Hotel, which is in Dublin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even
It's all
easy
day.
for you guys coming up from the country because you don't have to go into Dublin.
Exactly, and you hate going into Dublin.
Nobody wants to cross the
Right.
M50, right? So I see a lot of guys on here. Greta Gray, that's my sister-in-law. Great to see you
Oh.
on here, Greta. Michael Cross, all the way from County Cork.
Austin
Austin O'Keefe,
O'Keefe.
you know Austin?
Yes, I do.
Another radio presenter. Tom Patrick, great to see you on here. Fergal Sheedy, all the way from Drogheda, Donegal. Cecilia Sinan, County Cork. Mary Bennett, I don't know where you're from, Mary, apologies. Brenda Bergin, great to see you on here. Waves, how are you? Patrick O'Dowd in County Meath.
They're all over the place.
Nat Bell, Paul McMahon, great to see you on here, Paul.
Content
Thanks for
is
joining
king.
us. Michael Meehan, Helen Rosny, all the way from Athlone. Louise Griffin, David Hearn, great to see you. Breeze Doherty in Donegal. Gary Murphy from Limerick. We are all in the selling business. This guy is an absolute genius. This
What
guy,
does he do?
ice cream vans. Mr.
Oh,
Whippy.
Mr. Whippy. Wow.
He's Americano ice creams, isn't it? And his whole family, has come through generations of his family in Limerick.
Wow.
And I know his family are incredible people, really hard-working people and great people, but so kind. And, they suit the business because they love dealing with people. And I know Gary has a couple of Whippy vans he takes around to events. If people are looking for birthday parties, big events, he's your man, trust me. So, Gary, put your link up here. Use me as a
do.
resource.
Yeah,
Put your
yeah.
link up. Eleanor Sheehan Brody, great to see you. Rachel Hevican, great to see you in Galway. Chris Gallen, all the way from County Down, great to see you. Well said, Pat, you have proven it. Thank you. Colette Coughlin, great to see you. TJ O'Keefe, Kieran Walsh, another great guy. Whoop, I hope I didn't knock you off.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, Kieran Walsh in Limerick. Again, guys, this guy is a school of motoring. And I think he has about a 98% pass rate, right,
Wow.
in terms of people. So
That's
I would
amazing.
highly recommend this guy.
That's amazing.
So, Chris Gannon said, "No, Pat, keep it up, and we'll tell stories." Chris used to run auto exchange in Limerick when I used to be in the newspaper all the time. So we used to do a lot of different things. So it was great. Bernadette McNamara, great to see you on here all the way in Limerick. Sheila Wally from County Cork. Krasimir Rousseff. Krasimir was my adopted brother.
Oh, yeah.
Right, he's now living in Limerick. He came to Ireland many years ago, and is a magnificent guy actually, a really good friend, and we call him our adopted brother. Martin Fox in Kilkenny. No sugar, you're sweet enough. There you go. You don't need sugar in your tea.
Sarah Keane. Hello,
So-
Sarah.
Keith Slattery, Zane Corraher, saying is all the way in from America. Great to see you.
Irene Tracy. I know
Tracy,
her.
you know Irene, all the way in Waterford.
Yeah.
Incredible lady. Anne-Marie Lynch in Leitrim. Great to see you. Claire Darwish. Claire's actually in, is it Australia or New Zealand? I think you're in Australia now, but she's a Scottish lady. I met Claire Darwish quite a few years ago, and a very influential lady. And I went to Edinburgh to do a talk for a group of people that she put together, and tremendous people, and a very influential lady, and a very genuine person. Great person to do business with. So great to see you on here. Eula Boyle, all the way from Dublin, Welsh originally. So Irene Slattery Jones, this is my sister, who's actually in Manchester.
Right.
Or you could be somewhere else. You could be in New York at this stage. You travel a hell of a lot, right? So Sean Murphy, great to see you on here. Sean Purcell, you know Sean Purcell? Artist.
Oh, yes, I bet him.
Oh, this guy,
Yeah.
hand on my heart, I don't know a lot about art, but I know something that's incredible when I see something incredible. And this guy is just amazing. So, so she's in Brisbane, Queensland. That's where she is.
Nice,
So
I love
well done,
Brisbane.
Clara.
Love it.
Clara. Glenn Keating, great to see you on here. Carmel David is here from Leitrim. Great to see you. Vicky McGowan in Sligo.
Vicky.
Jerry McKinney up north. Great to see you on here, Jerry. Breda Hurley in Kerry. So we have a lot of people. Paul Gordon, great to see you on here. Liam Slattery is a cousin of mine in Limerick.
Cousin.
So I have a
Keith
big family.
Slattery,
That's my son, that's Keith.
Oh, right.
So, and that's my middle son.
Oh, yeah.
And he doesn't have middle child syndrome, so you don't, Keith, right? We keep hearing people complaining about middle child syndrome. All my kids are loved. So, Gary Murphy, Trevor Norris again from Limerick. So look, guys,
Some
as you're
great
joining us, it's great to see you. Barry Coffey, great to see you on here.
And all of these people have businesses.
Absolutely, Barry is a fantastic accountant, one of the best, and have a lot of experience. I think, Barry, this is what you've been doing all of your life. And I saw recently you had an advert up. I think it's into second generation, or it's certainly a long term. I can't remember how long, but I mean I know Barry. He's been an accountant as long as I know him, and I know him a long time, right? So it's great to see guys coming on here for Limerick. And again, you know, Barry's a guy who can be trusted, and it's easy to recommend people who can be trusted.
Yeah.
But it's what's even more important, guys. And I will say to you here, please put your links up on this video,
Please do,
right? Because
then I can find your
yeah,
link.
so we know who you are.
I'd like to know.
Because the one
She's
thing.
hoping to make it on the 18th.
If,
That's
um,
great. Vicky.
So Tracy Lynch, all the way from Limerick. Great to see you on here, Tracy. Interesting listening, Pat and Victoria. Thank you so much. Audrey McMahon from County Cork. Audrey, great to see you on here.
And I would
So-
throw a question to you guys.
Yeah.
Are you actually interested in reaching more people? Because that's obviously the first question to ask, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
if you are, I can certainly help. Pat can help.
Yeah.
But I think it's important that people make that decision for themselves.
Well, look, you guys, you have to realise here, if you're in business selling a service, it's a numbers game, right? So how do you get yourself in front of a multiple of numbers? The more numbers, like the law of averages say, if you put yourself in front of a lot of numbers, the law of averages is you're going to get some business, you're going to do something, right?
It is
So,
genuinely
and
true.
I remember that brilliant meditation you did with my audience in Edinburgh that night, Pat. Very powerful. Thank you, Claire. I appreciate that. That's gone back quite a few years. So Brenda Burgeon is
There we
a
are.
travel
There we have
blogger,
them.
right? So
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah.
Keep put up those links,
Yeah,
guys.
stick up your links.
Put them up here,
Please.
you know, because there are somebody on here who may do business with you. It's really
Yeah.
important. So Tracy Lynch is definitely Victoria. You
Yeah.
are your own brand, absolutely.
And
so,
you don't have to be slick, you know? I mean, you don't have to wear a suit. I'm
now
not
here's
wearing a
something I
suit.
didn't know, right? Gary Murphy is also doing refrigeration. Then Gary, we need to talk. You need to schedule a call with me during the week. I may have some business for you. Now this is exactly what I talk about. If you don't tell us, we don't know.
That is
but,
true.
But I actually have had a client looking for refrigeration, so let's have a chat and see how we can help each other here, because I believe I can. And now that I know this, and as long as I know you, so, and specialists in ice cream equipment, there's no question about that. You know, these guys, like Gary's mum, a lovely lady, and she used to come to a lot of the events where I would have been running the security. As most people know, I had a security business.
Oh, yes, yes.
And I got to say this, all of my security guys got free ice cream. So,
I think we're meant to be on air.
oh,
we better run.
We got to
Yes,
run
be on
because
air.
we're going on air, guys.
We'll
Take care.
We'll see you in a minute.